Hi everyone, Hazel here with our next prompt, which is prompt number 6, bling. And I've done another one of those things where I started with camera and then forgot to switch it back on again. But I can explain to you everything that I've done and how and why. Okay, the first thing is, this was a journal card, I think, that I did for December, if I remember correctly, and it's not going to fit anywhere else in my plans. So I was sitting here and thinking, you know, I don't know much about bling, and I'm not really into bling, and I'm not sure what to do. And then I looked at this card and it says, "Believe you can, you've got this." And I thought, yeah, okay, fine. You say so. And then I remembered I had these pens from Candy. This is what they look like. It gives you a silver line with a different colored exterior. So that is the kind of thing you get. This was a little swatch test I did for the different pens, but that worked very well. So I thought, okay. So what I did was I just took the empty page and I started off with the black and silver all the way around. And then I thought, okay, I did have a little packet of sequins, which is this one, you see. So I took out some of the sequins and I put them on the 4 corners of the page, like that. And then I thought, and then I started with doing dots with the different pens around the outer edge, and then slightly in again on the inner edge. I did more dots. Then I did another big line. Then I made like a little flower in each corner, but it wasn't doing much for me. It was not looking very exciting. And then I remembered I've got a packet of stars, you know, the ones that teachers give their children. This was a rather dark blue, but I just felt it went with, you know, there seems to be mostly blues on this page. So I thought, okay, let's go with that. Then, okay, what comes next? I wasn't really feeling like sitting and placing sequins one at a time on little spots of glue like I did here, you see. So then I remembered I've got some of this sticky tape things with bling on, but unfortunately the sticky part, these are stuck on top of the sticky part and facing outwards. So the sticky part is on the back of these, and this is also a little bit painful because then you have to peel off one at a time. But that's fine, I did it. So then I put some of them here just to start a little bit of a sparkle, and then I suddenly thought, hang on, these blue flowers that I did on here, I'd put yellow centers on them all, but I thought, what if I put little sparkly bits there? Oops, one came off on my finger. Where did that come from? I must put a spot of glue on that. Yeah, so you can see where I've been going with this. I've just been kind of very gently sticking them around just to brighten it up a bit. but I do think it's turning out rather sweet. And I'm wondering, I've got some red, little red dots. I wonder if I shouldn't put them on these blackberries. Here we go. Here's one. We'll give it a try, shall we? Ugh. Okay, I think that looks alright. That looks quite sparkly and nice. So let's put some more on. This is very, very fiddly, but fortunately it's not too much stuff. I know this one isn't really a tutorial. This is a watch Hazel stick stuff on things, but makes a change. Come on, last one. Where are you? Oh my word, there we go. And then I've just got a bright pink, which I don't think I fancy, so I'm going to use lime green on the other three. There we go. Yeah, I did have all kinds of ideas about what kind of blinging I was going to do, and then I couldn't find kind of a focal image that didn't have to be started from scratch. And that's when I found this card. So then plans changed and I went off at another direction, as one does. But I don't think I'm sorry. I think this is, it makes a complete change from the norm, which is never a bad thing, I don't think. Okay, so what about the centers of those flowers? These are white. We actually have two white ones. So I'm going to put them here. And there we have it, folks. Let's get it into the light. You can see it's actually quite nice, I think. I'm quite enjoying it. So all I need to do now is to sign the, where's the pin? Yes, I have put those pins that betrayed me, yes, last video, I've put them away because I don't think they're going to be much good to me from now on. Okay, so here we go. Hang on. Let's use the thicker side. I know this looks like a very strange, I suppose you could call it a chop, hey? But my name is Hazel Mary Sayer is my surname. So it's H, big M and S inside the M. And the date today, me and my dates. How can I not remember that this is Friday the 13th? There we go. And this is prompt number 6. Where am I going to fit that? I think I'll do it. You know what? I'm just going to put it right here. Just make it part of the page. Number 6. It's bling. And there we have it. There, now we can see all the sparkly bits. Nice. Okay guys, I know this is a very short video, but you know, these things happen. We get the odd hiccup and we fall off the bus. So until you must enjoy your weekend. Definitely you must enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday to do the next one, which is Under the Sea, if I remember correctly. That one's going to be great fun because I'm going to do a middle page spread. So it will be 2 pages using up this space here. But until then, you guys have a lovely weekend. Stay safe, stay well, and don't forget to like it if you like this. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and please let me have the comments. I know this is completely different from the norm, but perhaps you can tell me what you think. Okay, so until next time, stay safe, stay well, and bye. I can never get my hands in the right place.